Hi everybody, it's Janine over at SLOHappyVintage and welcome back for part 2 of my giant estate sale haul where nobody was looking at the jewelry. Good for me, right? If you haven't seen the first one, I'm going to go ahead and link that one in the description box. So head on over there and watch that one when you can watch it first, or watch this one first. It doesn't really matter. I went to an estate sale. Nobody was looking at the jewelry. I gave plenty of opportunities for people to go get jewelry, but they just weren't. So I went ahead and I made another round. So this is part 2. This is the second batch of jewelry that I picked up. I'm not going to waste any time. Let's flip the camera around and I'll show you what I found. Now remember, I had already been through the jewelry and picked out a bunch of stuff, and I left all this stuff for other people to get. And I cruised around the estate sale looking at all kinds of other things and flipping through books, and I did buy a couple of linen type items, like this little pillow. I'm not sure what this is for. It might be a ring pillow for a wedding. It's got sawdust in it, but it's super cute. I thought it would be really fun for display. The first thing I spied the second time around was this giant Maltese cross. I have no idea who made this. It is fairly lightweight, does not have any markings, but it was just fun nonetheless. I'm going to go very quickly because not only this, I've got this to go through. Here's a little cute bird on a nest, no markings. A lot of these pieces are not marked. I will tell you if they do have markings on them, but here we've got a little leaf. Very, really fun design on this one with a little veining on it. These are Laguna, and I have a necklace that matches this, so I will stick that. Now the lady that had this estate sale, I believe she had an antique booth because a lot of the pieces were labeled and had price tags on them. This is not marked. It looks like a cluster of berries with some dangling chains and a tassel. Here's the back of that. And a lot of these pieces, there are some really nice pieces, but these I would say are kind of the, I don't want to call them lesser quality, but most of them are not as spectacular as the last batch of jewelry that I went through. This one is actually a, after I say that, here's an original by Robert. So if you're not familiar with Originals by Robert, this is one of my favorite designers. This is actually a pretty simplistic design of his. I will show you in an upcoming video several more Originals by Robert that are much different than this. Really high dome cabochon on this piece, and it does say Originals by Robert right on that little cartouche in there. This I thought was broken. All of this, I originally picked up this piece thinking I was going to use it to harvest stones out of because it's got a lot of nice stones, but it actually looks like it is just missing a hook. So I will just put a hook on it and call it good, provided that it's long enough. It's going to be a choker style anyway. These are Little West Germany rhinestone, kind of, they almost look like pansies, but I'm not quite sure what kind of stylized flower that would be. They're very light, be probably pretty comfortable to wear, provided that you can deal with screw-on earrings. I'm not fond of screw-on earrings personally. In the midst of all these pretty lovelies, we have, a friend of mine pointed out, love to see that little Mickey Mouse watch hanging out in the middle of all the rhinestones. I don't know if this pocket watch works. It is commemorative for the centennial, 1776 to 1976. I remember singing in a choir all kinds of patriotic songs during that time. Let's see if we can get it to tick. It's ticking. There we go. I'm going to just put it at 4 o'clock and we will check, whoops, and we will check back in a little bit to see if it's working. I will tell you at the end what I paid for this lot. You're going to be very surprised. The sign on the jewelry tables, actually I could post some little photos of what the sale looked like on the ad, and it said $3 to $5 per piece. And as you found out in the earlier video, that wasn't really the case, but this one, do the math and I'll tell you at the end what I paid for it. It's a vintage Trifari from the 50s, just a leaf design with some brushed gold finish on it. A nondescript ring, looks like it is sizable. It says patent pending on it with some beautiful little AB blue rhinestones on there. Then this one is not marked, but it's a kind of clamper style, but it's got one of those little, almost like a snap closure. So it's really pretty secure. It's got cute little decorative flowers on it. We have some little, I believe these are Monet, white enameled Monet earrings with those, I think they call them soft closures. I believe these are Coro. These are Coro and they're a plastic. Very, very lightweight. They're clip back in excellent condition with these little riveted arms coming out from that, holding on to these little delicate flowers. Almost look like snowflakes and flowers. That'd be really pretty for winter or maybe a winter wedding. These are not marked. They're little climber earrings with little rhinestones on them. So cute. Also in excellent condition. And then we have this stylized knot, which is missing some rhinestones. So I'm going to put this on my fix-it pile. This one looks like it has a mark. Let me take a closer look. So this dress clip says BM on it. I'm going to look that up. This one is probably from the probably late 30s into the 40s possibly. I don't know if that's a sunflower, some sort of flower with pearl center with this fun little stem coming off the side. I really like the movement that they have in these older pieces. Just the design is just, it's just really fun. The one piece in here that did have a price tag on it was this collar necklace. And they wanted $6 for the collar necklace. You can see right there. Now, I believe that Hattie Carnegie and possibly Miriam Haskell did some collar. I shouldn't even call it a collar necklace. This is actually just a collar to be put on over a dress or to give more decorative element to something that is more plain, or a sweater or something. Now, I'm not saying that this is a Haskell piece, but it is all intricately done. These are all handmade. You can see the stitching and the wiring in of all the pieces, and I just thought it was really pretty. I don't know if I will sell that or just use it as display because it's very pretty. Got little gold leaves. And once again, if anybody sees anything in any of my videos that you're interested in, please don't hesitate to send me an email. I am building up quite a collection of my own, and so as my collection grows, I am starting to downsize and sell all kinds of things because you can only keep so many things, right? And I love to pass on wonderful pieces to other people at pretty good prices. Now, this set right here is a listener set. I was wrong, it's Coro. Coro and listener always look similar to me. They have the same kind of style, the same kind of finish, and this is a nice little set. It's got a little bit of wear on the earrings, but look at how pretty that is. If we have time, I'll put things on a neck so you can see them a little bit better. But this has got little citrine colored and kind of topaz colored rhinestones in it. Then we have just a little nondescript brooch. Here's the back of that. This one's one of my favorites. It is really a nice quality. It doesn't have any markings on it. Could just be brass. But I don't know, it's just got a nice look to it. Missing one rhinestone, I'll put that rhinestone in. And we have a BSK leaf brooch. Now these are, I have a lot of kind of lower value brooches, and what I'm going to do, I'll put a grouping of them together and sell them as a lot. These are newer Trifari, but this pearl has like a dent on it. I'm going to use these as a craft piece because that's a pretty big flaw on that pearl. These guys are just adorable. These are not marked, but it's a set of earrings. These are earrings. They're little bugs. I'm going to turn this off and see if it is any better. That might be better. Anyway, they're little bugs with pearls and faux turquoise, and then there's two little scatter pins that match. Those cute? And I believe these are also, yeah, these are also modern, well, I say modern, 90s Trafaris. They're like a button with some plastic dangle beads. The lady was a button collector, and out of the scads of buttons at this estate sale, these are the only two that I bought because I just thought they looked special and important. These are marked Ben Meltzer, and I will flash, if I can find the comps again, I'll flash a comp on these screens. This is a really lovely AB rhinestone blue. Look at the sparkle and flash on that. A lot of these pieces, like this one, looks brand new. It looks like it was sold yesterday, but it's definitely a 50s piece. It's rhodium plated. It's gorgeous. It's got a safety chain, and oh, it's just beautiful. Here is another Coro, and I would have to say this one is a little bit nicer as far as quality goes, or it might just be just because it has very little wear. It does have some wear. I mean, a lot. I don't know what to tell you. You know, I go through jewelry after jewelry, and all of it is incredible, and all of it is beautiful, and I am drawn to sparkly things, so here we are. This one has got a paper clip chain, and I believe this one, I'm going to check because I'm not going to guess anymore. Yay, we finally got a listener. Listener, as I've said many times before, is not my favorite company. It's nice quality. The plating on it is beautiful. There's little to no wear on it. It's got clear rhinestones and those little ivy leaves. Super pretty. And we have kind of a not squishy, it's almost like a, you know, those Chinese finger, I want to say finger trap. It's like a, you stick your fingers in it, you pull them out, you can't get your fingers out. It's kind of like that. That's what this reminds me of. But it's just a cute little bow. Doesn't have any markings or anything. It's got faux pearls. Almost looks like a shrine, not Shriner Company, but like the organization, the Shriners. It kind of resembles one of that with the crescent moon and the sword. Also rhodium plating. Gorgeous, gorgeous piece. Now this is one of my favorites. Very Art Deco. Those are not real diamonds. They're not real sapphires. The only problem is somebody broke the clasp. This clasp right here is supposed to have two little arms that come out from either side. They look like they broke off, or somebody didn't know how to use the clasp and they pulled it. You're supposed to like push those in and then pull it out, but it looks like somebody just yanked it out and broke those arms off of it, which is really unfortunate because that is a gorgeous, gorgeous bracelet. That is something I would wear, so I am going to try to fix this, but I'm not quite sure how I'm going to go about doing that. This one is not marked, and it's got these little tiny mother of pearl discs on it. And funny thing, because here's another, this does not match, but it also has those discs on it. And then I also found these earrings that do match this pin that have the mother of pearl discs, and these have AB rhinestones on there. And then these headlamp earrings are gorgeous blue. Found theirs there also. These are all unmarked. And then these are just, these will go in a lot. These will probably go in a lot too. And this pair up here, which are also really pretty, also not marked. These little cha-cha earrings. Now these had a little bit of verdigris on them. I did attempt to clean them up. Don't worry, I have plenty of things to do a verdigris cleaning video about now. So I went ahead and I cleaned these up a little bit just because I had some tools out, but very pretty. There's still a little bit of verdigris in there. And two baby dress clips. Super cute. There are the teeth on those. And now these dress clips were meant to be worn like on a collar or, you know, staggered on the edge of a dress. This piece right here is made to look like garnet. I don't think it is though because of the way the stones are set, but we're going to test that. Oh, this is another one I wanted to test because I'm pretty sure these are just glass stones, but they almost look like a swirled, it's either a check glass or I don't think it's a stone, but we'll take a look at that. But look at how old this clasp is. So this is an older piece. And then this is another one of my favorite pieces. I don't know if it's marked. I think it is. Is it Fryrick? It's either Fryrick or Fryrich. And it's an intaglio. Beautiful, kind of like a ladder necklace. Those are glass. It's reverse carved glass. That's what an intaglio is. And this is actually carved on the back and the image shows through the front. And it's got lovely little beads on the sides and a very interesting double chain and oh, so many things. It's just, oh, pardon me dumping, but I'm gonna dump. Oh, this is gonna be all tangled up now. What did I do? This is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. Look at that. This has got those red stones and then the clear rhinestones are wrapped around the red stones. And it's just beautiful. It's just got a simple hook clasp. This is a pretty old one. I'm not good at dating these, but it's clear crystals with no AB, so it could possibly be 40s, early 50s, or it could be older than that. I am not exactly sure. I am not an expert, and I know more than some, less than others. And I'm learning every single day. And the purpose of my channel here is to just have fun with jewelry. This is a thermoset necklace. And I almost feel like this is glass. But some of them are hard to tell whether they're glass or not. These are not super cold. So I'm going to say that they are definitely kind of like a moon glow satiny thermoset. Not marked that I can tell. Oh, it's actually missing. So it could be somebody. It could be Coro. It's missing its hook. So I'll have to put a hook on that one. This gal, she did a lot of repairs too. So I gathered a bunch of clasps and hooks and all kinds of repair parts, pins, and this was part of the estate sale as well. Here we have another. This is a thermoset bracelet. It's the same color as this one, but it is not matching. This is little tulips. Little tulip thermoset bracelet. And are you marked? You are looking like a Coro. Looking like a Coro, but it fooled me again. This is the company known as Star. I've got several pieces from Star, and they also resemble that look that Coro and Listener have. But it's a cute little bracelet. I did look this up. I don't remember if I found it. It's just a charm bracelet with lots of very interesting glass charms. The charms are well made. It's not silver or anything. It's definitely costume, but nice piece. This one's really cute. So this is a very old pin, and it is some sort of early plastic. They're little tiny ice skates on what looks like a copper pin. And it's a very primitive pin, if you can see that. It's just a piece of wire that's looped here into a curved wire here. I just thought this piece was fascinating, and I would like to learn more about that, where it's from, what it's made out of. Really, really fun piece. And then we have a bunch of flapper beads. These are looking like they're all check glass. We've got a blue one with a dangle. Look at that bead. That is just fantastic. And then we've got a red one. Oh my goodness, so much tangling. I shouldn't have dumped it. We've got two red ones. This one is just a plain, the faceted beaded one. It's all check glass. And here is a red one. I'm going to have to put these on a neck because they're so much fun. And here is a green one. Green one looks like it could stand to be restrung. It's loose here, so that could probably stand to be restrung. I don't know. I'm not very well versed in restringing things, so I do want to try it, but I don't know how successful I will be. In the comments, let me know. Should I try to restring things? Would that be a fun video to watch? This one's really pretty too. This right here is marked Made in Austria. Now, when I think of Made in Austria, I think of fine crystals. Think of Austrian crystals. I think of glittery, sparkly, open-backed pieces. This is plastic. I didn't know that Made in Austria pieces could be like this, but there you have it. And what is this? Oh, this is a cute little purple rhinestone tennis bracelet that is not signed. Really pretty. Let me see if I can get some light on that to show you. I don't think that's any better. No, I think this is actually better with the natural light. So that's a cute little tennis bracelet. And we have a matching, is this matching? Same color? Let's see. Yes. So here we have the matching necklace to the tennis bracelet. That's a nice little set. Not marked, hook clasp, not missing any rhinestones. These I always refer to as like prom jewelry, prom or wedding jewelry. The clear rhinestones. This one's particularly nice. I don't know if it's marked. No, not marked. It's got that kind of stately, almost looks like a tiara. Beautiful. This I do not believe is marked. No. It's got another just simple hook clasp, and it is interesting links on this chain. I almost didn't pick these up because if you look in there, there's some pretty bad verdigris. However, these are DeMario earrings, and there's a time in history where the Hattie Carnegies and Miriam Haskell's and Originals by Robert and DeMario, they were all kind of creating this similar vibe in jewelry, and this is that vibe. And even though I may not be able to clean these and they are missing a couple of drop pearls, people will buy these for parts because they're not making this stuff anymore. And like the tassel on here and the little delicately wired and threaded flowers. Somebody even replaced the clasp on these. So they're not, it's like they're similar but different. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these. I will probably sell them for parts. But in the meantime, I will store these separate by themselves, preferably somewhere where they can breathe. And I will try to clean some of the verdigris off without damaging them. So I think that's it. No silver in this batch. Oh, one more. As soon as I say no silver in this batch, these are sterling. Little bow earrings with the green stone, not bow, whatever that design is right there with green stone. And they say sterling right on that little dial right there. This is too funny. Every time I say something, it proves me wrong. Oh, and one more piece. This necklace right here is just gorgeous. It's super, super long. I don't know the terms for the different lengths of things, but it's very long. It's long enough to be tripled when you're wearing it. And like I said, if you're interested in any of them, let me know. But first, let's test these guys. The stones are cut interestingly, or the glass or whatever it is. They almost come to a point at the top with all the facets, but it's not quite a Rivoli either. But it's not table cut. There's not like a flat surface on these stones. Okay, so what? I think these are just glass. Yeah, just glass. And how about these guys? Just glass. Look, Mickey is keeping pretty good time here. He looks like he's got a little bit of a crack in his crystal right here, but it's just a tiny little thing. It doesn't look like it's a threat to the integrity of the piece at all. When I went up to the register to check out, he looked at my pile and he said, "Oh, how about $30?" And I'm like, okay. So I gave him $30. He did ask if I resold, and I told him, yes, I do. And he said, well, there's a whole lot of jewelry in there. I'm like, yeah, I know. Thank you. So it was a very good estate sale. What can I say? Anyway, I hope you're having a great week, and just wait till the next video. It's going to be really cool. All right. Have a great day. Bye.